The compact crossover SUV segment is very competitive. So for 2023, Honda completely redesigned their HR-V better than ever. Hi, this is Joe from Scarff Ford. Today we're talking about this 2023 Honda HR-V Sport. Let's dive in. This is a nice example we recently took it on trade. And if the CR-V is a little bit too big for you, then you need to check out the HR-V. Where the CR-V is a compact, the HR-V is a smaller subcompact. And you know, subcompact's relative because the original CR-V was probably actually smaller than the HR-V. Cars have a tendency to grow over the years. Every time the manufacturers redesign them, they tend to make them bigger. And in fact, the HR-V for 2023 is bigger than the 2022 HR-V. It's longer and it's wider, more interior space. It's largely based off the Honda Civic platform. So basically, it's like almost like a crossover or wagon version of the Honda Civic. It kind of blurs the lines. It's not quite a full-on like, you know, crossover SUV, not completely like a hatchback. It's kind of in between. It's fairly low to the ground, so it's not very top heavy. So it has really nice driving and handling characteristics. In fact, if we take a look underneath the rear suspension, we can see that it's now independent. The previous generation had a torsion beam rear suspension, so it was not independent in the rear. There's positives and negatives, but obviously the positive of having an independent rear suspension is you get improved handling and feel. Obviously it's not a sports car, but Hondas have always generally tried to make their cars sporty and fun to drive. I've owned a number of Hondas myself. They're very reliable. I like the way they look, well thought out vehicles, and the HR-V is no exception. This one has a nice upscale interior of cool contrast stitching, nice patterns in the seats, nice premium, high quality feeling material, soft touch plastics all over the place. Pretty cool vents. I like how they have this style. I like the way the HVAC vents look. Little touches like that just kind of give it a nicer feel. You have synthetic leather and contrast stitching on the center console. Feels really nice. Electronic parking brake. We have hill descent control, it's like cruise control for going downhill. Probably not too many people are going to utilize it in something like this, but you know, it's not a rock crawler like a Jeep Wrangler, but it can do some light off-roading. Then we have a drive mode selector, which will change the behavior of the vehicle. Basically, it'll make changes like the transmission shift points, throttle sensitivity, steering, things like that. We have heated seats, auto climate control, nice leather-wrapped steering wheel with more contrast stitching. We have steering assist, adaptive cruise control. This one has 33,064 miles. Great infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And we also have a rear parking camera. This one features an aftermarket wheel and tire package. Looks pretty nice. I like the black wheels, nice contrast with the white exterior. For an engine, we have a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that is borrowed from the Civic. No surprise, since it shares its platform with the Civic. It makes 150 horsepower. You're not going to win any races, but plenty of pep for accelerating, passing people, merging in the highway, and it's very fuel efficient. And this is the impressive part of it being a subcompact, is the rear seat space. I'm pretty amazed. The old HR-V did not have this much space in the back. I'm 6'2", I'm that little person. I had that front seat adjusted for my height. Look how much leg room, look how much headroom I have. This is an amazing amount of space for a subcompact vehicle. Probably the biggest rear seat space I've experienced in any subcompact vehicle, and I've made thousands of these videos. I've been in a lot of back seats of cars. So if you're thinking about Ubering or lifting, and you were looking at a subcompact, this would be a great vehicle to do it in. They'd love the rear seat accommodations. Front wheel drive is obviously available. This has all-wheel drive. And a decent amount of cargo space here as well. And of course you can fold down those rear seats for more cargo space. Well, there you have it, a nice example of a CR-V. We are Scarff Ford. We've been in business 103 years, proudly serving the greater Seattle-Tacoma area. We sell new Fords, new Isuzus, and a very wide variety of pre-owned vehicles. If you enjoy this content and are watching it on YouTube, please like and subscribe. We have content coming out all the time, and we'll see you next time.